I have always chased things, moving up better, doing better in my business, getting a raise, getting in better shape. But it took me 30 years of chasing all that to realize it's not what I actually want. So I just want to take a few minutes and share some lessons that took me from broke and depressed to financially free and living a more minimalist lifestyle. I feel like some of this stuff will seem a little bit controversial and not what you're expecting to hear. But that's actually kind of like my first mindset shift that really took me a long time to learn. And that is to not chase normal. My whole goal growing up was like, I just want to be a normal kid, right? I was homeschooled. I started working, cleaning office buildings at the age of 11. I was like, you know what? When I get older, I just want to be normal. I want to fit in. I want to have a regular job and do all that type of stuff and not be, you know, like constantly starting new businesses and whatever, which I've done since I was a kid. I feel like when you're chasing normal, you're chasing not being yourself. Most people are pretty weird, right? I'm pretty weird dude in general. And while I thought that being normal would help me fit in, it hasn't been until the past couple of years that I've realized that I don't want to fit in. Like the average person in America is not happy. They don't have any money. They don't have health. They don't have good relationships. Whatever everybody is doing is the wrong thing to be doing. And I've been fortunate enough to realize that a couple of years ago and then just kind of shift and chase the opposite of what everybody else is doing. And that's how I was able to reach, you know, financial freedom in my 20s, was by doing the opposite. Everybody spends money, I don't spend money. Everybody, you know, goes to college, I don't go to college. Everybody does one thing, I do the other. And it's not like chasing opposite just to be opposite. It's not like there's anything wrong with those things, but just assuming that everybody's the exact same and there's one path is not the truth, right? There's different paths for everybody. And mine was this path of entrepreneurship, of taking risks, of starting new things, of being the weirdo, being the only person I know in my state who does what I do. You know what? It's kind of worked out. And this can start at any time, right? This can start whenever. But for me, my 20s, I really was like, I had this goal of like, you know, when I hit 30, I want to be a millionaire before I'm 30. That was always my goal. I don't know why, it just sounded cool. It's like doesn't even make any sense. But after chasing that and hitting that, I realized that like, this isn't something that is insane, right? The reason that I was able to do that was simply 5 to 7 years of like hyper targeted focus. And I feel like a lot of people aren't willing to do that. They're willing to do a month or a couple weeks of hyper targeted focus, but they're not willing to do 3 years of focus, right? Even just my YouTube channel, for an example. For the first 3 years of this, I lost money. Yeah, I lost money on it. I was working 40 hours a week on it, putting all types of effort in, learning a bunch of stuff, trying really hard and losing money. It took me, I think, 4 years to hit 250,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I still have this picture of like me in Costa Rica on a trip hitting that. And then it only took 3 years to go from 250 to we're about to hit 700,000, like probably at some point today. That's literally just like the stock market. Everybody hears about compound interest. That is that, right? Takes way longer to get to 250, and then to get another 500 takes less time than it does to get the first 250. And the same thing like all along the path. It's that graph that we all know happens, but we don't do. We all know that if you are frugal with your money and you invest it and you wait time, your money will grow. We all know that if you can actually stick with any business, it can be a landscaping business. My dad did this with the cleaning business, taking it from 0 people to, I think he's got like 75 to 100 employees now. And it wasn't by like doing some big blow up, it was by being consistent for like 20 years. And for me, I never have viral videos, like never. Like, you wanna drop a like on this one, maybe it'll help. But like, I have a handful of videos over 1 million views. I never go viral, but I show up consistently every week for 7 years. That's all it takes. That's literally all it takes. Every day, I do one thing for this channel. Every week, I post one video. Consistent action for a long time is all it takes to be successful. Whether that's saving money for a long time, you're gonna have more money. If you spend money for a long time, you're gonna be broken in debt. If you eat potato chips once, it's not gonna matter. If you do it every day for the next 5 years, you're gonna be fat. Like all growth, all the things that you want right now, if you're willing to be patient, you can have them. And here's the thing though, once you have them, it doesn't matter a ton, right? And so that's kind of something that I'm stuck in right now. I feel like I love right now chasing the goal of trying to get to 1 million subscribers. It's not gonna impact my life one bit. I had this goal of getting a Tesla once I hit 500,000 subscribers. You guys were amazing enough to subscribe and kind of help me hit that. And then I got the Tesla, and like a week or 2 later, I'm like, cool, it's a car. Like, I love it, it's fun, but ultimately it's a car, you know? Doesn't change your life, doesn't make you happier, doesn't make you more secure as a person. And same thing with every single goal. You hit that financial goal, you get that raise, you do whatever it is that you're chasing right now, it's not really gonna make you happy. And so while it is good to have those goals, I think one of the things that makes you unhappy is not having a goal. Like once I reached financial independence, I left my job when I was 24, I got pretty depressed. I just played video games all day and was like just chilling out, kind of like semi-retired type deal. It was not a good time. And I've realized that when I'm the happiest is when I am chasing something, when I am excited about something, I'm building something. And that for me is what I enjoy. And so I feel like if you're stuck right now, if you're feeling unmotivated, if you're feeling depressed, like you're behind, like if you don't have what you want, if you can scale out to be like, hey, if I can chase something for 3 years, I think I can have it. And I know that like every problem that I have won't be solved, but my life will be better in this way. But ultimately, everybody has problems, right? You just have different problems. You get stressed about different things. A lot of times your identity can get caught up in it. I feel like right now is where I've realized that simplicity is the secret. There's probably like a few things that actually matter. For me, it's my family. It's, you know, my faith, being able to be involved in my church. For me, I really value having financial security. I didn't grow up with money. For me, I have this fear of not having any, and therefore I really enjoy and value having money. So if that means being frugal, working extra, even when I'm technically on vacation, it's like, it's okay, because this is what I love, this is what I'm chasing. But finding the things that actually matter to you and realizing that the less you need, the sooner you can be at those things. I always used to chase having nice clothes. I always used to go to Marshalls and these different stores. I would spend money. I would have hundreds of shirts. Like I had so many that I couldn't fit anymore in my closet, literally. I was always chasing like satisfaction or approval from having cool stuff. And the cool thing is, when you don't want any of that stuff anymore, you have it. If I don't want a new house, if I don't want a new car, if I don't want a promotion, if I don't want new clothes or whatever, I have all that stuff. I'm content with what I have. But I feel like one of the only ways to get content with what you have is to find the things that are really important to you. What are the things that actually add value to your life? You know, most of the things that we spend money on, that we focus on are wants. They're not needs. They won't make us better. But like for me, health is really important. And I'm super blessed to have the health that I do have. And I want to maintain it as best as possible so that I can spend time with my kids and not have my back hurt, and I can play with them and jump around and do all that type of stuff. You know, I want to maintain that. What are the 3 things that actually really matter to you? And can you chase those things instead of chasing like band-aids, chasing things that might make other people think you're more successful, or a new car so that people look at you at red lights? Like literally stupid. And I didn't realize that for years because I bought cars and I got all that stuff. I know I'm a little bit weird, but I think for me, having a scalable job that doesn't rely on me trading time for money was one of the best things that I've done. I'm really grateful. I'm learned about that early on. I made a list of 7 scalable jobs. If anybody's interested, there's a link down below. It's totally free. I'll just email it to you. But just starting to think about that can really be helpful. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably love this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you got some value.